Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. The conference opener in the SEC for both of these teams. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense will get the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Rebels offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Underwood on the play action. Looking down the middle. Got his man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Running inside, it's Frazier. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback, don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They double it. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he'll need to show off some leg strength 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Upstairs to make the catch. Got it out across the 50-yard line and not stopped until he brought it to the 47.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Wants to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes a deep grab. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
That pass not close as he got thrilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And it's right down the boulevard. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rebels offense is back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play.
Might have a chance. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Woo, that defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Throwing, Underwood. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cunningham. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
The AT unit on the field. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. run inside. It's Simon. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. Oh, sweet feet. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, it's Smothers. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Crosses the line of scrimmage. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RP.
And he's in! Touchdown, Longhorns!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Here's a give to Frazier. Nice move there. Picks up the 1st down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Caught over the middle. It's Cunningham. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great...
Maybe a crease. He's at the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels!
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, Dave, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Powers through the defender. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll try it again. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Napier. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on the counter. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running inside. It's Smothers. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Underwood throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Bryce Underwood to the air again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Makes the catch. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. Absolutely center cut, and that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our college football update show. We start with the Troy Trojans taking on the #1 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Trojans eyeing a 2nd win after the opening week loss. They are on top here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Vaught Hemingway Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach at the half. One of the things he said, he is really pleased with how they have started the first half in this tough conference opener. As you know, the SEC is a gauntlet, but he thinks his team set the tone. He said that was a great start, but we can be even better. They cannot take their foot off the gas here to start the third quarter.
All right, Holly. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Handoff for Frazier. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Cunningham. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Pressure coming. Got his man out of the backfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. They're setting up the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looking for blockers. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this team.
Snags it, and there's running room. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Again, it's Underwood. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Underwood.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides to back and leaves it. There's some room. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football.
And it's picked off at the goal line. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Got the first himself. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It Smothers. Could be an alley. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got the back in the middle. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drop.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Rebels.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Texas sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. The Rebels want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. It's complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Throwing, Underwood, looking for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. To the air on 1st down. Going for it all. He's got it down the field. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He slings it deep to the left. Goes high to pull it in. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. Just steamrolling the defense. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead. The big running back, he's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Underwood fires to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They go play action. Bryce Underwood trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll try to take it back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Here comes the heat. Soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Quick strike complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He'll try to pop the draw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown Rebels. And the route is on.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Might be changing the route. Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown Rebels. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
60, Texas, 29.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Gets the back moving. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll pull it down and run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll run play action. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got him. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right?